event we wanted to put on to thank, our first partners, the people that really raised their hands and say, we want to be part of helping you build this company. And this map that just popped up and went down gives you a sense of how far different people have come to be to be part of this and to see these vehicles and to meet with the team. And a big part of that is when you see the vehicles, when you're meeting with the team, is asking about why we did different things. The questions around all the pieces of technology, product decisions. This is a result of hundreds and hundreds of people working together to try to create something that connects with people, something that will make a difference in people's lives, something that will inspire people to get out, try new things, take on adventures, take the kids to the lake, the bikes to the bike path, the boat to the park, all those things. These vehicles are designed for that. So we often talk about this word adventure. And the word adventure often conjures up the idea of like climbing up the side of a mountain, going off on a sort of cold trail on your own. When we think of adventure, we think of it really broadly. The idea of adventure is doing things that are sometimes hard to say yes to. It's moving across the country and taking a new job. It's quitting a job to join a company doing something really exciting. It's joining a company like Rivian. It's partaking in being one of our first customers, joining this with us. And when we think about building an adventurous spirit and building an adventurous brand, it's built off the energy of the first people coming in and people that we've seen here today. So as you meet with our different folks on the team tonight, I really invite you to ask them why they're here, ask them what they're excited about with the product. And I invite our team to do the same. And the exchange that can come out of that is really wonderful. So in thinking about adventure, these are of course vehicles that are also designed to make adventure easier. So whether that's fitting a bike in a car, or putting snowboards down the gear tunnel, or going off-road and finding that perfect spot for a picnic, for a sunset, for a photograph. And we want to show you quickly some pictures of vehicles driving in those off-road environments. Or maybe not. So a big part of why we're here is to inspire and invite people to get out and do the things they love. To take the journey that's hard to say yes to go generate those opportunities for photographs. But another big part of why we're here is to help drive sustainability. And this word sustainability, it's so overused. It's something we hear from almost every company now, but it really is what inspires us at our core. And when we think about sustainability, we really think about it in terms of how do we get to forever? How do we think about our kids, our kids' kids, our kids' kids' kids? We can keep going here. But really it's a question of how do we move ourselves as society towards being able to live and enjoy life and explore the world in a way that doesn't damage the place we live. And with vehicles, it's interesting, and for that matter, with the way we've evolved as society, in the last 120 years, we've been running really heavily on a fossil fuel-based marketplace. So the whole, our energy system, the lights, our vehicles. What's remarkable is we're running off of what took 300 million years to accumulate in the earth. So trees, animals accumulating to fossil fuels, liquid fuel, solid fuels like coal. And we've exhausted about half of those fuels in 100 years. What took 300 million years to build, we've used half in 100 years. So absolutely, we have to shift to an entire system that works on electrons. And one of the more difficult things to do is to do that in vehicles, but a huge part of that is driving consumer demand towards those vehicles to make products that aren't worse than their combustion alternatives, but actually better, more exciting. more capable, more durable. So that's what we built here, and that's what you see in our products with our brand. Some of the other things you're going to start to see from us as a company, and over the next few months you'll see more announcements, is how we're taking that same technology we developed for these vehicles and applying that in other things. So our partnership and our relationship with Amazon is a part of that. You're going to start to see more of that, more about that relationship. But there's other relationships we're building where we're really working very hard to accelerate how quickly we can move to a more sustainable future. And for me and for the organization, this really drives us. This is a core part of why we're here. It's part of what makes it so exciting to see you guys buying into that as well and helping us get there. So again, thank you everyone for coming. Thank you for helping us in our journey. Thank you for being part of the journey. And it's an absolute pleasure to have time with you all tonight.